All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Wakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, this lesson is going to be called the Imminent uh, Civil Unrest. All right, because, it's biblical prophecy for one. For two, it's part of Esau's plan, all right, to, go launch this lockdown in full fruition, all right. Because right now, everything's on lockdown because of this pandemic. um, but Esau wants to, go into full martial law, right, and shut everything down, have a curfew and put military troops, out on the street. All right, and this is an Instagram page called Stand Up 911, and it's a conspiracy or so-called conspiracy page where they put out a bunch of information, and this is just one of many, you know, I guess truther profiles or what have you, because there's a bunch on YouTube, bunch on Twitter, Instagram, all the social medias, all right, and it's people exposing Esau's media. This I came across this page because a brother sent this post to me. Is Doctor breaks on how the media and world governments are lying, and he goes in on you know how it's illegal to claim that a proper diet can cure cancer, and how really it's illegal to claim that you have the cure for something without it being a drug, all right, from a pharmaceutical company, all right. And he talks about how the media is just straight up lying about the death count, and so on and so forth. And people are waking up, and that's part of prophecy too. Matter of fact, because the scriptures talk about blowers, like you can see clearly here. NBC, this is Italy, and then CBS, New York. They're same exact fucking clip, but they're using it for saying it's for two different locations, And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And it's just they talk about 5G technology and how it's harmful to people. But yeah, that's part of biblical prophecy is people waking up to the bullshit. Matter of fact, let's get Obadiah. Yeah, this is Obadiah chapter 1, of course, verse 6. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Sought, okay. Because there was a point in time where Esau's media could, fool the whole world. But now people are waking up to his lies, ever since like 9/11, when everybody hopped on that patriot propaganda. Everybody was wanting to go into put boots on Iraq and find Bin Laden and go to war for this devil. But now people are realizing that Esau is the devil. All right, he lies through his media, and verse 7 I'm going to read on. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him." Because you got these whistleblowers, people working in hospitals, people that install these 5G devices, they're the main ones bringing out this information about Esau. Um, oh yeah, Bill Gates plan, for um, the mark of the beast, the vaccination and ID 2020. Everybody's waking up to these things, right? That's what's gonna pop off this huge turmoil, you know, that's prophesied in the scriptures. And without further ado, I'm gonna, just read off these scriptures, break them down a little bit, and that'll be the video. This is Matthew 24. Let's see, it's about 7, right? Yeah. Matthew 24:7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." And it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows, all right? So these are like the starting signs of, stuff going on, right? Starting up a verse, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." These are like the starting signs, right? All right. There's been, earthquakes in diverse places, multiple natural disasters, whether they be tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, in diverse places, famine, pestilence, all these are signs, and nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, all these tensions rising between these countries, all right? These are the beginning of sorrows, all right? Let's get this Luke. This is Luke 12:51. It says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division." This is Yahushua talking. It says, "For from henceforth thou should be 5 in one house, divided 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." So Yahushua is coming to divide. He's not for all this unity. Like we say at Great Millstone, before things get better, they have to get worse. All right, it's gonna come down to that, man. Where let's get this Second Ezra 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." All right, invading one another. "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And the Most High has been showing signs of this. Whenever you might have a county or a city, or maybe even a whole state go into martial law due to a hurricane. After about like 3 days, riot or looting starts to happen. People will, start grab up guns and go into another person's house. And they don't give a shit about the law. They're just trying to eat. And it's happened, with multiple hurricanes that hit, whether it be Texas, Louisiana, or Florida. All right. I think there is one in New York. I forgot about that one. And there's like a power outage. Same thing happens, man. When people don't eat for a while, they start. This is what happens. All right. But it's gonna happen on a huge scale. All right, to the point where verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able." All right, just like you have right now. All right, when something is declared a national emergency, whether we have food shortages, EMP hits, and there's a power outage, blackout, and martial law is declared, just like now, how everything is on lockdown, but it's on a higher level, where they can, go send troops into your house, because that is, a part of martial law. If, they know that you're hoarding food, the under martial law, it gives, military the right to break into your house and redistribute all those all those goods that you have. They can set up a military base in your house. All right. Uh, but yeah, let's get this. This is Second Ezra 13, and I'll start at 29. It says, "Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth." All right, Yahweh. All right, the Most High Yahweh through His Son Yahushua is going to start to deliver them that are upon the earth. And that's only talking about the elect of Israel. All right, He's only coming back to deliver the elect. And He shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Right? So this is a huge end time prophecy. All right, when you start seeing people, a huge class war, race war, civil war go on in countries like America, uh, uh, all around the world. All right, because it's going to be on a global scale. All right. These European countries, Russia, China, when you see turmoil rise up uh, 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 across the world, that's when Yahushua is really close, right? Because it goes right in and says, "And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending." Right? That's Yahushua. That's when He's going to start to come back. When all the people hear His voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come to overcome him by fighting. So when Yahushua comes back, people are going to, stop all their turmoil one with another, all right? And they're going to start and try to fight Yahushua, because He's coming back with those chariots, from the heavens, man. On those so-called UFOs on clouds. They're gonna they're gonna stop all their beef with one another. They're gonna try to fight Yahushua. All right. But we already know how that's gonna end. Let's see. Yeah, jumping up to verse. I'll start at 9. It says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips of flaming breath, and out of his tongue a cast of sparks and tempest. They were all mixed together, blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. And I saw this, I was afraid." So hey, that's what's coming, man. And we're so close to it. You're gonna start seeing more uh, turmoil, civil unrest, whatever you want to call it, race riots, all of that, man. Just like in 2nd Ezra 15, it breaks it down beautifully. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power." All right, a word for that is anarchy. All right. Jumping down, because I read this, I'll just jump down to 19. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." All right, and hey, man, Esau is preemptively programming the masses for this scenario. All right, with movies like The Purge, All right, multiple movies. They made multiple movies of that. All right, scenario purge. All right, video games. You have the latest video games has a mode called Battle Royale. All right, where they put 100+ people in one game, and it's up to everybody drops in on the map, and you go in and start looting every house. All right, and you have to kill everybody and be the last team standing or last man standing. All right, so that's how Esau preemptively programs the masses for a scenario like that. But ultimately, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, he's the one that's been making these moves, stirring up the minds of the people. You know, because it's his will be done. Because Esau, Most High is only gonna let him go up to so far. And like it says in Job, Job 20 and 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh through his son Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So right when I'll start up verse 20. It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which is desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So right when Esau is about to fulfill his new world order, that's when Yahushua is going to come in and just, knock him off his high horse, man. Come and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, and we're so close, all right? But hey, civil unrest is imminent. I forgot the word. I'm gonna have to look it up. Imminent. Let's just look it up. Imminent. About to happen. Overhanging. Impending, at hand. The day of the Lord is at hand. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's imminent, man. But with that, I hope this video is edifying, and shalom.